Hey, Bobby Manning here. Welcome to a news edition of the Garden Report. News coming in late tonight with the announcement of the All-NBA teams that Jayson Tatum, for the third straight year, makes first-team All-NBA. Some intrigue there with the voting, given Jalen Brunson's surge late in the season, and they do end up being close-ish on the edge of the first team and second team. Tatum, the last choice to the first team, behind Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Nikola Jokic, who tied for unanimous standing on first team All-NBA. Luka Doncic close, 98 out of the 99 votes. Giannis received 88 for the first team. Jayson Tatum, 65. 34 for the second team. All of them received none for third team. Jalen Brunson, by comparison, 37 first team, 61 second team. So the final tally there, Tatum and Brunson, 427 to 368. Of course, Brunson beat Tatum in MVP voting. There's some thinking there that given the reliance of New York on Brunson, he would fare better in MVP, whereas Tatum, who not only put out great stats this year, also had the winning, the games played, 74 games for Tatum, and overall better stat sheet than Brunson, 27, 8, 5, lowest turnovers since 2020. So that gets Tatum back on first team All-NBA. Of course, no contract implications there, given that he already earned his All-NBA status last year, or his Supermax status last year. He can sign a Supermax extension now this summer. As for Jaylen Brown, who made All-NBA last year with massive consequences, given that the Celtics immediately signed him to a Supermax once he claimed eligibility with that second team All-NBA appearance last year. I would have had him on my ballot here, given his production this year, and the stats did go a little bit down. It's probably the biggest reason he didn't make the team, missing it by one spot to Devin Booker effectively here, in large part because of the new positionless voting. Brown shot 50% from the field this year, 23, 5, and 3. Lowest turnovers for him since 2020 as well. But he falls out of the All-NBA teams entirely. Devin Booker, the last voted in with 7 second-team votes, 49 third-team votes. Tyrese Haliburton, of course, opposite of the Celtics in this series, earns a bump in his rookie scale extension with an All-NBA level year this year. He just squeezed in with the games played, too, by coming back quickly from that lower body injury suffered against the Celtics early in the years. He gets in with 75 points, 70 for Booker. Brown finishes with 50 and no second place votes. So that's what keeps him out ultimately there, the inability to garner any of those, which makes sense because he wasn't going to be second team All-NBA this year. The second team was Brunson, Edwards, Durant, Leonard, Davis. Tough to argue Brown over any of them. Could you argue Brown over LeBron on the third team? Probably not. Curry, tough. Sabonis and positionless voting, you could, but difficult too, given his enormous output from a statistical standpoint. Haliburton, great leader of his team. All the rest, he probably deserved it. And then you had his former teammate, De'Aaron Fox, floating around there too. It's Booker. I think I'd have Tatum in over Booker. I mean, Brown in over Booker. But you look at Booker's stats, he's got Brown beating that all-important scoring category where Brown makes his money. 7 rebounds, or 7 assists rather, beats Brown. 4 rebounds, 2. He shot 50% from the field as well, 49 in actuality. It's tight there. Again, I have Brown. Defense, scoring, winning, all the rest. But you can understand why he missed this here. And he misses out on a $2 million bonus, I think, but still gets, of course, his Supermax contract with the eligibility from last year. Porzingis ineligible for this, as we mentioned, with all defense, didn't reach the games played minimum, so he probably would have gotten some votes here too. Among the others to receive votes, Brown the most among the honorable mentions. Paul George got a little bit of love for third team. Tyrese Maxey did as well, with a second team vote. Rudy got one too, believe it or not. Don't know how that happened. Victor Wembanyama, the rookie, with 2 second-team votes and 5 third-team. Amazing accomplishment there. He'll be on this list before long. Zion got a little bit of love, 8 third-team votes. You got 4 for Banchero, who actually got 2 second-team votes, and then 6 third-team votes for Fox. Bam got 4. DeMar DeRozan, someone snuck in a vote for him, third team. So those were the other vote getters here. We, of course, brought to you by Prize Picks. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. Get a 100% deposit match up to $100. Our official daily fantasy sports partner here at CLNS Media. Use that code CLNS for a deposit match. Game time. Game 2 tomorrow as we record this. Go to the Game Time app, create an account. Use the code CLNS to get $20 off your first purchase if you're getting tickets to the Celtics tomorrow. Anything else, Indiana games later in the series, baseball, hockey, events and concerts, it's all there on Game Time. Go to the Game Time app and create an account. Today, use code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. PXG, 89 degrees out now. Got to go out there, get on the golf course. Even if you don't, great gear for the summer here. It's the time to start to warm up. pxg.com/Garden Report. Use the code Garden Report at checkout to save 10% on all their apparel, hats, polos, tees, and more. Again, use that code Garden Report. This has been a news edition of Garden Report. Tatum, All-NBA, first team. Big accomplishment there. Brown misses out this year. Give me your thoughts below. And we will see you at the Garden tomorrow for Game 2 between the Celtics and Pacers in the East Finals. Talk to you then.